Congratulations to LeBron James on his extension with the Los Angeles Lakers. He signed a 2-year extension with the team worth $85 million. This summer, he led the Lakers past the Heat in 6 games en route to his 4th NBA title. He was also named the 2020 NBA Finals MVP, becoming the first player in NBA history to win the award with 3 franchises. Now, you know these really bad imaginary trade scenario videos you see? Well, I did a few of those. What's up, all you Quantumaniacs? I'm DeQuan Young, and today we present the 10 most likely trade destinations for LeBron James. See, in 2018, LeBron signed with the Lakers for 4 years, $153 million. The problem was, they stunk. So then, I was tasked with doing one of the worst video ideas I've ever done. Well, that wasn't much fun, now was it? LeBron James signed with the Los Angeles Lakers in the 2018 offseason, believing that the historic franchise had all the tools to build a winner around him. Instead, the Lakers won just 37 games and missed the playoffs yet again. It marked the first time since 2005 where LeBron was forced to watch the entire postseason from home. Well, what if LeBron and the Lakers decide that after 1 year, it's time for a breakup? That sounds a lot like my ex-girlfriend. But it's not crazy to think about. He's already switched teams 3 times in his career, so who's to say he can't do it again? But why the hell would the Lakers trade LeBron James after 1 season? Number 10, the Los Angeles Clippers. Why the hell would the Lakers trade LeBron James to the Clippers after 1 season? That trade doesn't even make sense. Again, we're only speculating here, but what if the Clippers present the best trade package to the Lakers? There's some young pieces that could intrigue the purple and gold, including Montrezl Harrell, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Landry Shamet. The Clippers are a prime fit for James too. His family lives in LA, and he joined a team with some young and up-and-coming talent. Number 9, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Obviously, the idea of LeBron going back to a team that he's left twice now sounds ridiculous. But if he grows miserable in Lakerland, maybe the man's only desire will be to go back home at the twilight of his career. Now, yes, some superstars do return home to retire with the team that they started with, but as you can see, if we just waited a year, LeBron won a championship in LA. The Cavaliers are in full-on tank mode. They have one promising young asset in Collin Sexton, and Cleveland is in good position to accumulate top 5 picks over the next couple of years. Over time, this group could emerge as a contender again, but that's assuming they hit on their draft picks. But of course, if James were to get traded back to Cleveland, you know, he'd be able to recruit 1 or 2 other superstars to come aboard. And yes, there are some star players who would love to play with James. Number 8, the Boston Celtics. We're not sure if A, the Lakers would trade James to their historic rivals, and B, if James would want to join his longtime arch enemies. The Celtics could offer up any of Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Al Horford, and Gordon Hayward. What kind of ESPN trade simulation shit is this? We should have the Celtics higher on this list, but this isn't a list of best landing spots. It's the most likely trade destinations. And it's just hard to see LeBron and the Lakers doing business with the Celtics. Number 7, the Brooklyn Nets. And the Nets also have the cap space to sign 1 or 2 max players in free agency. If they traded for LeBron, the Nets would suddenly become a more attractive landing spot for top players. Maybe Anthony Davis would sign there in 2020. We're not sure if the Lakers would take back D'Angelo Russell after giving him away, but the Nets could offer a nice package centering around LeVert and other young players, plus draft picks. James would be joining an up-and-coming team with young talent. And again, they'd be able to add another veteran all-star with ease. Jimmy Butler and Kyrie Irving have also been linked to the Nets, so... Okay, the Kyrie thing was right. Number 6, the New York Knicks. Nobody wants to play in New York. Number 5, the Toronto Raptors. Nobody wants to play in Toronto. Number 4, the Denver Nuggets. If LeBron wants to win championships now, few teams make better sense than the Nuggets. Now, LeBron to Denver would have been intriguing, but it's completely hypothetical. Number 3, the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks have built a good team around Giannis, but many key players will have to go if they bring in James. Stud point guard Eric Bledsoe has been a fine compliment to Giannis. You throw James in the mix and this team is probably better than the Warriors, even with Kevin Durant. Number 2, the Philadelphia 76ers. The 76ers already had 2 young stars to build around in Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. The front office then took its shot and traded for veteran all-star Jimmy Butler and reliable scorer Tobias Harris. Then, there was this horrible suggestion. Number 1, the Houston Rockets. The Rockets give LeBron every chance to win now, and they could offer the Lakers significant pieces that would also help LA win. Oh my God, what the f is this shit, man? Throwing in Clint Capella or Eric Gordon would certainly entice the Lakers to do business. Those 2 reasons are why the Rockets take the top spot on our list as the most likely and perhaps the best trade destinations. LeBron James. So here's a tip for everybody out there. If you want to make good content, do it. But just make sure the idea is a good one. Otherwise, you'll end up making the worst video ever. Those 2 reasons are why the Rockets take the top spot on our list as the most likely and perhaps the best trade destination for LeBron. Which team do you think is the best landing spot for LeBron James in a trade? Join us in the comment section below. Reggie Jackson for LeBron James. Straight up. Go Pistons. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton. We truly appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Shit is garbage, man.